Hello and welcome to Captain Hype TV. Today we are going to make the winter check. So let's see how good the electric Golf was so far in the winter time. Okay, we have now winter time. Maybe you remember this spot from the last video I did in the summer. In the winter time, for sure, the range is reduced of the car. In the summer, we had around about 240 kilometers of range in the morning when it was fully loaded, fully charged. And now that's around about 200 kilometers. It's still sufficient for the daily 160 kilometer trip. So no problem there, except for if you're not charging in between, you might return in the evening with something around about 15 kilometers rest range. So shortly before or already entering the turtle mode. And that means that you can no longer drive as fast as you wanted before, but it's sufficient. The heating is not full on. It's in eco mode 1, the driving mode, and my wife leaves her jacket on when she's driving the car. Could be a little bit more range, but still works quite well. Okay, what else to say? As already said, 25,000 kilometers are on the car right now. That's quite a lot, taking into consideration that we just bought it last year in May. This daily driving puts a lot of kilometers on it, but that's also good because then we know what happens and you can also anticipate what can happen maybe to the electric Golf. So far, really no complaints. It's a good car, it's solid. In winter the performance is good, in summer the performance is good. So we have really no complaints. Also sound-wise, nothing rattles, no loud sounds, nothing. It's really a really solid car. When we ordered it, we also ordered immediately the winter tires. Now we have them on there. Winter tires on steel hubs with the plastic caps. Maybe a little bit more noisy, but you need them, especially now that it's getting colder and that we've got the snow on the streets. Another thing that comes to my mind is the app, the VW app. It's as with other electric cars, you can control the climate, you can start the heating in the morning, you can see how much range is left remotely, and so on and so on. That's all good, but what I don't like about the app, it's a little bit slower when you update. It takes quite long, much longer than the Tesla app. And I don't like the style of the app, the overview. It's a little bit overloaded, I think. So when you open the Tesla app, you immediately see all these basic functions and it's quite quick. And if you open the VW app, I think it's a little bit packed too much. But that's maybe just personal feeling. I guess everybody else has a different taste there. So what else? A fun fact. The last VW e-Golf was manufactured in December and it had the same color as this car. So now there is no more e-Golf in the production. Last one was produced last December. And recently I took a look at the second-hand market. And that was astonishing. These cars at the moment, they trade at a price around about 25 to 27,000 euros. And that's around about the price we paid for the car when we got it with the incentives. So as it is no longer being produced at the moment, I think maybe I could sell even the car right now without making any loss, although I've driven it 1 year and put some significant amount of kilometers on it. I'm playing with the thought, maybe I should do that. Maybe in the springtime we could try to exchange it and then maybe buy the ID.3 with the higher range than this car. I would have to put some additional money on top on it, for sure. But I'm thinking about it. So that's it for the time being. I will report back in on my channel on the car, what it behaves like, what the next steps are in some months, in the spring I guess. So if you want to stay updated, stay tuned. Best thing is if you subscribe to my channel. I'm happy if you do that, or give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And See you next time. Goodbye.